Don't start an AI agency or try to build some software to get rich, because there is a $6 trillion boring market that is being disrupted by AI as we speak that nobody is talking about: the e-commerce industry. AI has enabled complete beginners to profitably sell products online even without ever having any past experience. You can use it to find your products, create your store, and even make extremely realistic lifelike ads in just a few minutes. So today I'm going to break down why this is the best AI business model, show you exactly how to launch your own store, and share how to capitalize on this opportunity before it's too late. But first, I want to put things into perspective for you guys. The most popular AI business model that I see most beginners going for is building an AI agency. And while I think this is a great opportunity, it's starting to become extremely saturated with new AI agencies popping up pretty much every single day. And I was looking into the statistics of all this, and if you look right here, you'll see that the AI agency total market is around $6 billion, which is amazing. But when we compare it to the other two options, you'll realize that this business really is a small play in comparison to the opportunities that are out there in the world today. The second type of business that I see most beginners try to get into when they want to make money with AI is the AI software industry. And I've talked about this a lot in my previous videos. I do think this is the best way to make that generational tens of millions levels of wealth, but this business model is not accessible for 99.9% of you guys. It is extremely expensive, it's extremely time intensive, very technical, and for the most part, none of you guys are going to be able to do this successfully, especially as a beginner. The total market cap for AI software right now is around $300 billion, which is a huge market. But if we compare it up against the e-commerce industry, you will see that there are simply levels to the game. The e-commerce industry in this last year is around $6 trillion in total volume. This is how much transactions were done online for people buying products from places like Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, eBay. Over $6 trillion was spent inside of this industry, and AI is just starting to make its way into this space. In fact, I would argue that right now is the very best time to get into e-com that I've ever seen. And I've been doing this for an extremely long time. I started doing e-com all the way back in 2016. I've seen every phase you could imagine of this industry over the past couple of years. And I think as a beginner today, there has never been a better time to get started. If you don't know what AI commerce is, it's using artificial intelligence to find, create, and sell products online faster than ever before. We're basically just using simple AI tools to simplify the process of things that used to be much more complicated for us in the past. For example, you can go and use tools like ChatGPT to do complete in-depth market research and find winning products for you. And I'm actually going to show you how to do this in just a couple minutes. You can use different AI tools to design and write all the copy on your store. It's basically like you have the world's greatest marketer in your back pocket, whereas back in the day, you would literally have had to learn how to do each and every one of these things on your own. For me to build a store a couple years ago, it would have taken me at least a couple of days. These days, I can spin up a brand level high quality store in around an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you might not be able to do it at that same speed, but you'll definitely be able to do it 10 times faster than you would have been before AI. Some of the tools I like to use are ChatGPT, Make UGC, and 11 Labs. And I'm going to show you guys all these tools later in this video. If you've never used them before, they're super easy to use. We're basically finding products that are trending on TikTok, especially on TikTok Shop, and bringing these products over to Facebook ads. That is our method that we use. We find the stuff that's trending. We use AI to turn it into our own products. We make our own AI videos, our own AI stores, and then we launch those with simple, low budget Facebook ads. And that is the strategy that has been absolutely dominating for us. And as I said before, AI is just speeding up the entire process from research to content creation to testing. It makes the whole thing 10 times easier and more accessible for people who are just getting started out. And And just to compare the old versus the new, back in the days of e-com, you had to spend days or weeks researching trending products and markets with a bunch of really expensive tools. You had to create all of your own branding, website design, and copy. And you had to pay thousands of dollars to people to create their own videos promoting your products. But these days, we can use AI to do deep research for us and find a winning market. And we're gonna do this together live. You can also use AI to help with everything from A to Z in creating your store. And then this is one of the craziest things, is that you can use AI to create hyper realistic human videos that sell your product for you. And most people can't even tell the difference between AI and human videos. And I'm going to show you an example of this in just a little bit. So these are the 5 steps to starting an AI commerce store. And I'm actually going to jump into my computer here and go through each one of them live. But before I do that, I just want to show you guys some results on a recent AI commerce store that we built just over a month ago. So guys, this is a store that we recently launched with this AI commerce strategy. And as you can see today at 9 a.m., we've already done $870 in sales. Go back to yesterday, we did $2,300 in sales. And if we look at the last 30 days of this store, we have done over $45,000 in sales. And the craziest part about all this is that AI found the product, AI built the store, AI made the ads. All we did was launch them on Facebook and really try to turn this thing into a real business. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about how to actually do this strategy, I'm going to be hosting a free 2-hour masterclass on exactly how we were able to build this store past $2,000 a day. You guys are the first ones to hear about this. I haven't announced it anywhere. So if you want to visit this class, check the link in the description to sign up for the wait list for this. And I'll let you guys know the date as soon as possible to your email. So the first thing you'll need is a ChatGPT subscription. Now you can use their free plan, but if you invest a couple dollars a month into the pro plan, it unlocks a feature called deep research. And this, in my opinion, is the most powerful feature on their platform. I'm actually going to give you guys access to this prompt for free. This is the prompt that I use to do market research. Normally, I give this to my coaching clients or the people in my paid program, but I'm going to give this to you guys for free. This is basically going to tell ChatGPT to go out and do a ton of research on the market at large and find specifically 7 trending and profitable dropshipping niches right now that are ideal for Facebook ads. We want to focus on products that solve pain points. And if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know that's what I'm looking for. We want to look for high perceived value, and we want to look for stuff that is trending on TikTok, Instagram, Meta, etc. And then we just give it a simple format to spit out this information in. And what this is going to do is going to go research thousands and thousands and thousands of listings and find for us what is trending in the market today. So I've already done this because it does take like 10 minutes to do the deep research. And let's take a look at what it spit out. So you'll see here below are 7 Facebook ad friendly dropshipping niches that are trending right now. We have at home red and blue light therapy. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like this. I like this product, but it's not the first one that I'm gonna go for. We have mineral SPF. I like this product a little bit better because it's summer right now and I live in Miami. It's super hot out here. I started wearing sunscreen every day, but I'm like super conscious about if it's healthy or natural sunscreen. And I know a lot of people are like that too. So this is a banger. We can look into this a little bit more. Semi-cured gel strips press on nails. This is decent, but I think there's like a low perceived value when it comes to nails. I wouldn't go for this one. Pet enrichment is always a good space to be in. Pickleball is also another good space to be in. So you can see it's done the research for us. And if you don't like these, you can literally tell it, make some more, make some more, make some more. And you can keep spitting out different niches until you see one that you really connect with. Usually what I'll do is I'll find the one that I like the most, and then I'll go dig a little deeper into there. So what I'll do after that is I'm gonna go and try to see what is trending in the sunscreen space. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can go on Amazon or you can go on some paid tools. Since I don't want you guys to spend a bunch of money, we'll just do it on Amazon. When I'm looking on Amazon, I'm really trying to find something that's a little different, something that you're not gonna find in the stores. A lot of these are, in my opinion, just regular everyday sunscreens. They don't really stand out to me. But then I actually found this one right here, which funny enough, I've actually seen it on TikTok before. This is a sunscreen that is made with beef tallow. And you might be thinking that's gross or that's disgusting, but this sold 8,000 in the last month. And furthermore, it's a new iteration of a product that we know is selling extremely well. If you look right here, all these are flying off the shelf. 60,000 in the past month, 20,000 in the past month. And if we look at the tallow sunscreen, even that one is absolutely crushing. It sold over 8,000 in the last month. So if I was starting a new store today, this is definitely a product that I would consider. So then what I would do is I would go to the Facebook ads library. This is a platform where you can see everybody that is actively running ads on Meta. And what I would look up is just this tallow sunscreen. I want to see if it's existing in the market, if people are having success running ads, and more importantly, try to see if I can find another AI commerce store or another dropshipping store so we can get some inspiration from them. And boom, right away, we see that there's a couple different brands running this product. And funny enough, you guys might not be able to recognize this right away, but this is AI. And this is what I'm trying to tell you how crazy the AI space is. Like, this picture of this girl looks 100% real, but this is not a real photo. Neither is this one. I've generated a bunch of pictures with AI so I can instantly tell which ones are fake and which ones are not. But if I showed this picture to my mom or my sister, they would 100% think that this is a real person. And then when you dig a little deeper and go into their website, you'll notice that this entire website was also created with AI. You might not believe me, but anybody that has ever used AI image generation can know right away that this is an AI image. And so is this one. But it's gotten so good these days that it looks like 100% real photos that somebody took with their iPhone. You were never able to do this before. If I wanted to do this a couple years ago, I would have had to get this product. I would have had to get a label on it. I would have had to go to the freaking mountains of Michigan and then get on a kayak and take a picture with my phone. Now I can use ChatGPT to spit out an image like this in 5 minutes or less. In fact, we can actually try to do this together just to prove my point. So I'm gonna paste a picture of the base product and I'm gonna say, generate me an image of someone holding this product in their hand while they are sitting in a kayak with the background being a lake and a mountain. I'm just typing this up. And then it's literally going to go and do this entire process and generate you an extremely realistic photo of exactly what you ask it for. And it should spit this out in just a couple minutes. So I'll come back when it's done. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Look at how crazy this is. I gave it this simple prompt. I gave it this picture and it generated me this damn near flawless image that looks extremely realistic. You could find a product that's trending, use this tool to spit out 6 images, and pretty much have everything you need to start your first store selling that product. Not to mention, you can ask ChatGPT to write the product descriptions, the title, the pricing, everything that you need to build a store for the product. Chat can help you get that done. But yeah, this image is absolutely insane and it only took us 2 minutes to spit it out. But let me show you where this gets even crazier. You can use tools like Make UGC and 11 Labs to create these hyper realistic videos of real people that are 100% AI. It takes a long time to do this. It takes around like 15-20 minutes to make one of these ads, sometimes even longer. So I actually took some time to make one of these ads for you guys. And I just want to show you an example of how crazy these AI videos can actually be. So check this out. And keep in mind, this is not a real person.
This made me cry last week. I found out my daughter's sunscreen has toxic chemicals that absorb into her bloodstream. It's the one every mom uses. I thought it was safe. But when I looked up the ingredients, my stomach dropped. Hormone disruptors, cancer links, chemicals I couldn't even pronounce.
It's absolutely insane, guys. That girl looks real. If I didn't make this ad, this one might have even fooled me. It's just absolutely insane and honestly a little bit scary these times that we're living in. So you either have two choices. You can get left behind or you can use these tools to your advantage while we have them at our disposal. And they don't cost that much money. Like, to do this type of video all in, it cost me around like $5 or less if you really factor everything in. So what I was able to do was go to ChatGPT, ask it to generate me a script for a video ad. And I do have another prompt for that as well. I might be willing to share with you guys in the description. And once it spits out that, I made a custom voiceover with this tool called 11 Labs. And then I threw it right here into Make UGC. And then we get this crazy video that we can then use to sell our products. So as you guys can see, this opportunity is absolutely insane. I've been in the game for over 10 years and I don't think I've seen anything as crazy as this. People with literally no experience are now able to get into one of the biggest markets in the entire world. But I genuinely believe that it won't always be this way. So if you've ever been on the fence about starting an online store, or you just want to make some money from this AI revolution, I recommend giving this business model a try. I know I am. Pretty much shifted my entire focus of my life to go all in on this business model and get back into the e-commerce game because I just never seen anything as crazy as this. So I hope this video inspired you guys to give it a try. I hope you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next one.